Hello there YouTube, this is Sibbles and Bits back at it again with another Inkbound Daily. Today is the solo daily for November 20th, and today we will be playing Obelisk, going from Silent Promenade to Derelict Starship, and then up against Cinder. We have, I believe it's called Understimulated, something like that. On collecting an orb, gain 2 shield. We have Spicy Foes for enemies deal 1 damage when we take damage. And then, of course, all vestiges offered at the shop are legendary plus 50% quillings. So this is kind of notable with Obelisk because we have spike synergy in kit. And obviously, whenever we have spikes, then whenever enemies hit us with spicy foes, we then hit them back. And so that's a very good way for us to get like an extra hit out of every hit that we do. Otherwise, we need to find a way to mitigate all of this spicy foes damage incoming. Usually that's vigorous, but we could also just get a verdant vestige that heals us at the end of combat. We do have access to shielding on orb. If we get other types of shielding, that helps. If we also go into a spikes lineup, we could just not attack them at all and let them attack us. Although Spikes is very terrible versus Cinder, so we got to come up with another way to solve that. What is it? Headbutt on our shield bash is a great way to take care of that because it forces Cinder to hit us. Other than that, we're gonna have to figure that out, and that might be our drafted bindings, legendary vestiges, stuff like that. Emblem of Enterprise means that we have even more money, which is very interesting. We also get an additional 2 glyphs, which means that we can reroll a bit there. Gain 2 shield is probably the correct move here. Otherwise, Dense Seismic Slam, also somewhat notable, due to the fact that we could just go ahead and crush everything. I don't think that that deals enough damage to get us anywhere, though. It'd be enough to maybe dispatch Jabbers, since they have, the second tier of health. Otherwise, Seismic Slam already takes care of Swarmers, so we don't have to really worry about them. If we did have Gain Shield on Crush, which I believe is a green vestige that only Obelisk can get, Runestone Sled I believe it's called, then that would obviously counteract everything here. But otherwise, I'm expecting to take quite a bit of damage, but anything that we can do to mitigate that would be highly appreciated, like shielding Shield Bash. Obviously, -1 cooldown would have been the best, but what are you going to do about it? So this gives us Verdant, which gives us max HP. Definitely appreciate that, and it also gives us Pincushion. I'm thinking that this is the guy right here. Now, obviously, this isn't going to help our turn 1, but it's more of a investment in the future. I will take a Tarnished Vault, as per usual. Even though we're making 50% more Quillings, we still don't really need to hit up a Quilling Cache. Interesting. Alright. Getting plus damage is kind of nice. I could definitely get behind Powder Monkey's stockpile here. As Obelisk, we don't really move that much, because usually we're just shield bashing around. I think that we could afford to do this. Also, buffs are spike damage, kind of a no-brainer. And there's Pincushion 2, gives us even more spikes, and gives us Verdant as well, which is, again, it allows us to just mitigate some of that incoming damage, which is appreciated. I think we could almost get rid of... I think we almost liquidate one of these. Maybe it's Powder Monkey stockpile, because Striker 2, it just negates that and gets rid of the health deficit. Looking at what we got here, I think Jinx is the play. Because we want to be able to kill a heavy without, constantly bashing on them. doesn't really behove us until we get like some serious spike generation. I think that Jinx is just a good way to solve all that. Especially if plus 10% incoming damage. Like it's something. What do I want here? It's a good question. I really do like the idea of some green augments. If we can get -1 cooldown on Shield Bash, obviously that'd be the best. Because then we can use this multiple times in a turn. Otherwise, increasing the range of it's okay. I don't know if the 2 shield is exclusive. If it is, then our odds of getting the -1 cooldown is greater, but we also have Jinx now. I think the correct move would have been to go up here, look at what we had available, go to this Binding Empowerment, then if we re-roll it, we're not getting Jinx like augments. Otherwise, we could take a look at this Sea Breach. I'm trying to think of the things that could possibly happen to us that would be good for us. Like, most of them are good. I just don't know if it's better than a Obelisk green. Disintegrate's appreciated too. Hello. Okay, game. A superior vault. Like, that's tempting. Because green vestiges start to get very good for us. Otherwise, again, like, you can't go wrong with green Augs on Obelisk. I don't know if that's better than a superior vault right now with spicy foes, though. As much as I want that negative cooldown, I could just buy it at the shop. Now that's a little rude. If I wanted to use this Disintegrate, I probably should have done that beforehand. I'll save it. We can take 1 damage. That's fine. We're looking great. I was about to say, don't stand over there, you piece. Oh, I was gonna get angry. Looks like we're still gonna have to use this. Actually, is that true? I'm gonna take 1 here. No, when we gain health, we'll be fine. 1 here, then battering ram. Yeah. No damage. Okay. interesting, but not quite what I'm looking for here. I think we're going to re-roll here. I really do like Stone Pitch Pipe, because Stone Pitch Pipe in combination with a the green og I keep talking about. You really wanted us to go crit, huh? Stone Pitch Pipe and Ink Flat. Oh, okay. That's interesting. What do we got here? I'd love to see Shield Wall. That's not Shield Wall. Blur is still somewhat notable. I don't know if that actually blocks Spicy Foe's damage. They really did try to give us a crit line, huh? That's unfortunate. I think I'm willing to re-roll this once. Lightning Bolt is fine. I don't think that it passes off Thorn's damage that they take because we hit them, though. Quicken? Is this a good Quicken setup? I don't think this is a good Quicken setup. I'm still kinda tempted, though. Still not a grinder here. We might have a fun build here. Now that we have Quicken, I don't want Green Ogs. It's at least not worth a node. We might as well hit this Hobble here. I think that's our best opportunity. Maybe that shop, but we're going towards the shop anyways. No. Really? These Twin Fangs, like that's 3 Twin Fangs? That would be 75 crit damage, 15 crit chance, and every time we use a binding we get 6 crit chance. Well, actually more than that if we are carrying all of them. I'm assuming that you're going to liquidate one, in which case we'd actually have 4 here, which is... That's actually a pretty ridiculous, because there's purple crit Ogs on both Shield Bash and Seismic Slam. That could really solve some bosses. I think Stone Blossom is a no-brainer. Also gets us closer to Verdant. I think we're taking a big Quilling Cache. We don't necessarily need it, but we might as well. That fish is for the boss. We just got to figure out how we're going to get past this without taking too much damage. Good luck. Do we not gain our shield until afterwards? Like, why are we taking this much damage? Well, we actually took that much damage. Oh, jeez. Guess we might as well hit you once, huh? Okay, so Stone Blossom works with spicy foes. Understood. That's good. It's kind of crazy how some of these things just don't work the way you think that they would. Oh, we're that close, huh? Hmm. Something tells me we're not getting a perfect on this one. We could use some vigor on this build. Do we have any benefit of using any of these skills? I guess Quicken, technically? First skill you use. Come on, man. That's so odd that that gives you the shielding afterwards. We're fine. I just gotta... We did, however, take 4 damage, so we're gonna lose a little bit of points there. No perfect for us. Another Rosy Thorn, actually. We're gonna liquidate. It almost actually pays to do that on a Rosy Thorn, because that not only gives us up to 4 ping cushion, which gets us close to ping cushion 6. It'll give us our Verdant 5, so that we can start turning all this HP that we're gaining out of Stone Blossom into damage. And unfortunately, that does not touch our spikes. But that's why we would be pushing pin cushion. All right. None of these are good. Well, I can't say none of these are good. Okay, Cultivated Harmonies is right there, bro. Like, check yourself. I was just hoping for something like, even though it's really not great, having what is the Obelisk Legendary Stonesteel Boulder. Stonesteel Boulder would be pretty good for us, allowing us to rack up damage. We would obviously prefer to have Bone Calcifier. Needles is absolutely insane on us, but of course Needles is always insane on spicy foes. We didn't go the burn path. They definitely tried to give it to us. Infernal Cascade would have been pretty good. And we're kind of going anti-cooldown, so obviously Fountain of Creation isn't that great. Maybe we could put it towards Ancient Wisdom, but really not feeling that. I would rather just get 5 will a turn because at the very least that allows us to Ironclap once. So technically we could Ironclap twice due to the fact that we have Stone Pitch Pipe, and that's like having 2 shielding with extra steps. I'm quite happy with this. And now we've got that Verdant 5 too. And so we might even be able to get to Verdant 8 here, which is quite powerful during Spicy Foes. There's a -1 base cooldown. Huge. And this is, you might be saying, Bits, you just put 3 frickin' greens on Shield Bash. Shield Bash is good enough, alright? You don't gotta worry about Shield Bash. Like, yeah, we probably could have put something better than the 5 stacks of Spiked, but at the time we really needed it. My only problem, and I should probably put an F8 on this. Okay. If I could get this to give me shield, that would probably be perfect at this point. Anyways, back to where we were going. This. Oh, that's right. We're gonna... Should have taken that before there. It's kind of a waste, but give me that. That is a setup. That's free. And then might as well actually... Do I actually want to... No, let's just get another Ironclap in there. Again, we don't have to worry about taking damage during a boss. But we might as well preserve ourselves a little bit because we're getting a damage bonus off of it. Because this is current HP. I do want to stay relatively close though. Oh my god. That's catastrophic. I can't believe that I have done that. Oh man. Okay. I've gotten myself in a situation, haven't I? Like, I guess you're gonna phase yourself. So, you just sit here and do this. Little odd. Now we've got another power orb here. That will allow us to use this a whole bunch. we might actually friggin' have this. Crazy as that is. Oh. Yep. We're gonna have turn 5 here. Oh. We're gonna have to do this. That's probably fine. Means that we have access to the skill immediately. Might as well stay as... Well, if I can do something like this, that'd be kind of nice. Pick that up. Come over here. And jinx you. That's a lot of health. Gotta say. Dread Harvest. That's probably the best thing that we could have possibly gotten. Bewitch is also kind of nice for nuking. It's just terrible for Cinder, in my opinion, because there's not a lot of enemies. So being able to farm this early is really going to help us. Plus 50 crush damage. I like that. We don't technically crush a lot yet. We get Battering Ram. That is a guaranteed crush. We don't quite have enough to go back and get another like legendary, so meet me. I really want to get rid of this Powder Monkey stockpile, simply to make room. Stone Pitch Pipe is now currently working with our whole Shield Bash shenanigans. Ink Flat could go. We can get rid of Ink Flat. A Rosy Thorn, because honestly, the difference this is making is quite minimal. We do need to get some sort of spike generation going, though. And that's 25% more damage. It's hard to get rid of that. Guess that's what we got. And we still haven't seen the money pot. With 50% extra quilling gain, the money pot alone pretty much gives us the money that we need to finish the game. So, in all honesty, even getting a heroic vault. What are our blues? Shielding on Seismic Slam? Shielding on Seismic Slam isn't bad. Assuming that it actually works like all other shielding Augs and is before Spicy Foes. But, no, we're gonna go do this Heroic Vault. You technically got room to burn, but... Can I get a kill? Is it actually better for me to leave you guys so that you make slimps and I could, like, farm those? Probably. I have to not hit anything with this. And that means that I don't get my whole combo going. Yeah, it's just so awkward. If we had some baseline shielding, that would help too. I'm sorry, you take... Why do you take 2 punctured? You dealt damage to me once. It's strange. Perhaps. But who am I to judge? Yes, bring in the slimps. You guys have 200. Oh, we have just enough damage. Look at this. Oh, man. Give me a little bit of shielding. Schlorp. Oh, my good lord. It's beautiful. And you didn't gain another puncture. Yeah, we technically lost 2 health. And we had the extra mana at the end of the turn anyways. We could have avoided that, which is unfortunate. Well, we just found needles, boys! And soon we'll have Pincushion 2. Like, what is the point of Pincushion 6? You might be saying, well, Bits, it's the 25 spike damage. That's the growth of most capstones on these things. Don't need a replay for that. I'll tell you what. I'll take it. I think that we can liquidate the Rosy Thorn now. I think Needles pretty much took care of our whole situation here. Is the right move actually to buy another legendary, though? Liquidating this gives us Verdant 7. And Pincushion. Well, Pincushion 6 isn't really that big for us. We could actually probably go to this Carver's Refuge and buy a legendary. There's Stone Steel. That's a little bit of shielding to get us along. And it gives us damage scaling. Again, we would obviously prefer to have Bone Calcifier, but it's actually 2 shielding because it gives us a Bastion. So we love to see it. I'll take another rare augment. Thank you. Or I guess I haven't taken one. I will take a rare augment. And there's our treasure pot. Not quite. Not quite. I like it. I actually like it a lot. Might as well. I don't think we're ever taking damage again. You can quote me on that. Let's take this, pick up these orbs. I'll honestly just... Yeah. He immediately regretted doing that. Now we're good here. I can't hit all three of you because that will actually make me take damage. Unless, of course, I do this. So yeah, versus spicy foes, our spikes are not just going to carry us, right? We're going to deal an inordinate amount of damage after, like, the first go. And we're going to have, like, disgusting damage. The thing that we have to do is figure out how to put that onto bosses. Again, headbutt? You're fucking dogging me here, man. There we go. Thank you. Battering ram is also a consideration. Because that's just straight up damage that we're inflicting. Because our crush is currently dealing 125. That's actually probably the right move, now that I think about it. Because also taking 1 damage from every enemy that we hit... Yikes. Like, that does double our spikes damage versus, like, common enemies, but I'm not sure I actually want to take that damage. That's a lot of damage. I think I'm actually going to pivot into battering ram here. None of these. Like, I guess I could take a token of regret, but not really. Not really. Shining circlet, maybe. That's not too bad. Like, obviously that doesn't really help us too much. It just means that we get access to Quicken more often. It's really all that means. There is a liquidator up there. You could probably find something to liquidate here, like Rosy Thorn. Reduce the cooldown of your physical bindings by 1. Eh? You're physical. Honestly, if I want to hit everything, I kind of just want Seismic Slam to you, give me shielding. Again, assuming that it works. Maybe it's liquidating this Powder Monkey? I still haven't given up on Verdant. Obviously. And of course, this gives me Expert Binder. We could also re-roll this. Token of Regret for another will? That's something. We'd have to drop something, though. I'm not sure that dropping a Rosy Thorn is worth that. Oozing Jelly? Cool. Mercurial's actually nice. I think it's this. I'm gonna do it. We got Pincushion 6. I think we're gonna reroll here. Survivor's Bonsai? That's not actually gonna do anything. Moss Mother's Embrace is also quite notable here. 1 stack of Blur whenever we crit. Again, they gave us like 3 frickin' Twin Fangs. And here's a Flameo, which could have stacked on top, like... Man, this burn build would have gone crazy. But I like Survivor Bonsai just for the things, right? It gives us Verdant 8. I don't have to like double liquidate this. We're not really going to lose HP. But we get Striker 1, which is another 25% increased damage. And we get our Verdant 8. Now we just got to figure out how to heal ourselves. Heal thyself, physician. Like, we can't fit things that we have anyway. Like, maybe we could replace Powder Monkeys. It's the only thing that I can think of here. Like, everything in here is kind of important, except for maybe Stone Blossom. But Stone Blossom is plus 30 max HP. think we'll just take a green and some glyphs. No use in us going towards a place that we literally can't do anything with. I suppose we could have ground one of them. That's a little hasty on my part. You're seriously, like, almost dead. You guys are being a little annoying. Yeah, buddy. There's our healing. Okay. We're cooking. We could double grind something out of the shop. We can't afford anything in the shop because it's freaking legendary stores. Oh, I guess we double grind Powder Monkey? Get us up to Striker 3? Like, it's technically a net gain. Technically? We get our movement back that we don't really care about. We get a slot. Slot's kind of important. I don't know about a late Sea Breach. We will grind it for the slot. Imagine just casually throwing away a third of one of your multipliers. Contrition of Elira would have just definitely been GG. I just, we really don't have the means at which to make money. The second Infernal Cascade? Holy shit. I exist. Everything takes 9 burn. Okay. What a build. Yeah, we just can't afford to take Contrition. We're pretty much okay. We just have some janky stuff that we gotta maneuver with, but we have enough will that it probably doesn't matter. I guess I'll take my oozing jelly. Moth Cloak. I guess I should be using this too. That would be after this though. Blamp, blamp. I guess I kind of wanted to get hit there. There's no reason not to get hit, especially if it phases you. You're going to spend one turn in, like, little derpy mode, though. It's still a free turn. There's really no reason not to. You are secretly in little derpy mode. Tell you what. Really wish that I had, what is it? The headbutt right now. Oh. I guess you're dead. You know, just a casual double damage off of our HP value. Be honest, all these are not appetizing to me. I can re-roll. Ayo. Interesting. I think I will, well, Slam is a larger AoE. I'm not sure that we want a large AoE, though. We'll take Impulse. Okay. There we go. That's what we want. I could see maybe Armored Porcupine, but we didn't take Headbutt. But this is more damage scaling for this fight. Could also maybe see Tetra Twin, but not really. This maxes out our striker, doesn't give us much vigorous, but eh. This gives us some more access to spiked, but I really don't think that it's necessary, famous last words. And then, of course, Swindler's Getaway is also kind of cute, I guess. Suppose we could liquidate Survivor's Bonsai. T for 2, actually. Hold up. That gives us some vigorous. Okay. I can re-roll a little bit here. We can get greedy. I guess we could have the best of both worlds, right? Okay. Leaky Pen is also somewhat considerable, but eh. Okay. This being free is kind of useless due to the fact that we have cultivated harmonies. I would love to stack more damage on my Jinx. I'd also like to say right now, I am not a fan of this homeboy being right here. Like, we already have way too much frickin' money. And now we have an outlet just to turn money into raw power. Like, I guess if you get to this point in the game, you've pretty much already won anyways. But it's just the principality of it, right? Prime Centium would have been pretty good too. And second Needles is kind of disgusting. The Prey one is not so much, to be honest. Okay. Oh! You're really not dying. That's annoying. Whatever. Okay. Perfect. Probably could have ignored that, honestly. There we go. We even gained health. Fun run. One mistake kept us under 4,700. We could have theoretically gotten a perfect score had we finagled it. Actually, is that true? I think we almost had to take damage on fight 1. No, fight 1 we used the potion. We were fine on fight 1. Maybe it was fight 2? I don't know, whichever one it was. One of them we easily could have not taken damage, and we just didn't execute properly. If we would have stood back, did the math, we would have gotten a perfect on that, which, of course, I believe we took 2 damage on a hard fight, which means that we lost 60 points, and then lost the opportunity of gaining 60 points. So then that would have put us at 47,030. Did we really take that much damage? Because that's still like 720 of perfects. I don't know, maybe I gotta go back and look. I didn't realize that we took that much damage. My assumption was after the first book, we didn't take damage anymore because we had access to decent shielding. Maybe that's not true. Anyways, hopefully the run was educational, or at least entertaining for you guys. If you have any feedback whatsoever, be it questions, comments, concerns, misplay alerts, be sure to put that down in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys around.